Is an affair going to cost you custody of your child? Will your spouse's drunk driving give you a slam dunk win at a custody trial? Affairs are highly litigating during divorce and custody trials. Drunk drivings are a big deal. But how much of a big deal are these missteps? Let's talk about how much an affair or a drunk driving is going to really affect your custody case. I'm Jim Cravell, founding attorney at Cravell Family Law. And me and my team of attorneys have been handling child custody cases for the past 3 decades. And the issue of the party's moral character comes up all the time. In Michigan, a judge is going to review the 11 best interest factors when deciding who gets custody of the kids. One of those factors is factor F, the moral fitness of the parties involved. Factor F isn't just about minor mistakes, whether or not your actions or behaviors make you morally fit to raise your child. But if you don't prepare, don't know Michigan law, even seemingly small missteps could tip the scales against you. Of course, the moral character of the parties is just one of the 11 best interest factors, and the judge has to weigh in on all 11. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly what the court looks for when evaluating moral fitness. And I'll share the key lessons from a Michigan Supreme Court case that has shaped how judges apply this factor. And I'll provide you with 5 critical steps that you can take to strengthen your case. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools you need to know what to expect when the judge reviews factor F. Let's get started. So, factor F examines the moral fitness of the parties involved in a custody dispute. Doesn't mean that the court is looking for perfection or having a moral scorecard. Instead, it focuses on the behaviors that could affect the child's well-being. So, the focus is twofold: how your actions affect your ability to parent and how the child perceives those missteps. So, let's look at a couple of examples. Here are some factors that a judge will look at when considering factor F. Number 1, criminal history, particularly if the charge involves violence, substance abuse, or dishonesty. Number 2, substance abuse issues, excessive alcohol consumption or illegal drug use, or using prescription drugs and abusing them. Number 3, providing the child with illegal substances or allowing them access. Number 4, physical abuse or neglect of the party's children or in prior relationships. Number 5, evidence of domestic violence, especially domestic violence including the parties or witnessed by the children. Number 6, patterns of lying or dishonesty. 7, extramarital affairs or other personal relationships, but only if they negatively impact the child or disrupt the family unit. 8, gambling issues that could affect financial stability or lead to neglect of parental duties. 9, embezzlement, when you get caught and it's a crime or it causes you to lose your job or go serve jail time. And lastly, any criminal actions that take away time from the family, again, due to incarceration, community service, probation, costing you fines, etc. All the things that impact your ability to be there and to raise your family. Important to note, however, that for factor F, it's not about punishing or judging a personal lifestyle choice. The court is concerned with how these behaviors affect the child's physical, emotional, or moral development. So, to understand how Michigan courts approach factor F, we can turn to Fletcher v. Fletcher. It's a 1994 Michigan Supreme Court case. That case was pivotal in clarifying how the best interest factors, including factor F, should be applied in custody disputes. In Fletcher, the parents were embroiled in a dispute over the custody of their 2 sons. The Supreme Court held that the question isn't really who is the morally superior adult, but they said that instead the courts have to look at questionable moral conduct if that conduct has a significant impact on how the parent functions. In this case, the mom had 2 extramarital affairs, but there wasn't any evidence that the kids knew about it. And for that reason, the affair wasn't a poor example for the kids in that case. So, Looking at the requirements of factor F, let's explore 5 actionable steps that you can take to do well on this factor. Number 1, you've got to be honest with your attorney. Your attorney has heard it all and has dealt with it all. Many clients subconsciously don't want to admit their problems or their bad history or when they've made mistakes. But your attorney's going to hear about the bad facts someday, and if not from you, it'll be from opposing counsel or the opposing party. And God forbid it's right during the trial, because at that point, the damage is done, your attorney can't figure out and change their strategy, and you can't rewrite a trial brief at that point. There's no way to come up with a defense. So, if you've struggled with substance abuse, tell your attorney. You've had an affair, tell your attorney. If you've had a drunk driving or some criminal conviction, tell your attorney. A good attorney is going to be able to come up with a defense or know how to diffuse it. Promise to get treatment. Get proof of sobriety. Do whatever that takes that you can show the court that you're not continuing that conduct. But don't neglect to tell your attorney. Step 2, avoid conflict with the other parent. Demonstrating that you can cooperatively co-parent shows the court that you prioritize your child's needs over your own personal grievances. Keep your communication civil. Focus on the child. Step 3, maintain a clean record. If you've got any ongoing legal or behavioral issues, address them immediately. That could mean go and complete anger management courses, comply with probationary requirements, attend counseling, whatever it takes. Step 4, gather evidence of positive moral character. For example, get a clean drug test, obtain counseling records, start tracking your AA attendance. Document your involvement in all of those things, and also document your involvement in your child's life, from attending parent-teacher conferences to participating in extracurricular activities. Step 5, live in alignment with your values. The court's going to take a holistic view of your character. So, ensure that your lifestyle supports the best interest of your child. This may mean avoid risky relationships. Ensure that your home environment, your family unit, is stable and consistent. So, to summarize, Factor F evaluates the moral fitness of each parent and how their behaviors impact their ability to care for the children. Parents have got to just simply prove that they have a stable environment by addressing past mistakes and showing positive growth and maintaining consistent involvement in your child's life. You can strengthen your case. You can either present yourself as a morally fit parent and create some damage control if you were in a losing position. And remember, the court's required to evaluate all the factors under the law. So you might be able to present a very strong position on the other factors and still do well. If you have questions about your custody case or want help preparing to address Factor F, contact our office. We're here to help guide you through every step of the process. Thanks for watching, and I hope this information has been helpful. Until next time.